Good morning, traders. Hope everyone had a nice evening. Kenneth, Sandra, Parabolic, everyone that's new. Mr. Rodriguez, Two Stray Dogs. Man, they must not like me. I sign in and we go from 18 to 9. Now back to 18. Maybe it's YouTube acting up again. We have about 3 minutes to go before market open. Make sure you have your volume spike set to 0.0. If you don't know how to do that, right click on the name, go to edit formula, change these first numbers to 0.0. Make sure your trading charts on EXT or you will not be able to buy pre-market stocks. Good morning, Bill, Tamimi, James. Bob Smith, Boone Ski. Thank you guys for joining us. Good morning, Yolanda. Haven't seen much activity this morning, but we still have 2 minutes to go. Good morning, Alex. Maybe today's the day. Hope everyone said their prayers this morning. Maybe we'll get blessed. About 30 seconds left. Let's take a look at the SPY real quick. Wow. Not looking so good, huh? Maybe they're trying to run us out of here. I wouldn't put it past them. Good luck, everyone. If you're new here, we're watching for numbers to rise in this column. Good morning, Pablo, Alfredo. Good morning, Gregster. Please remember to mute your mics so we can cut down on some of the background noise. Got one taken off here. Nice jump. This one's on the move. Kind of a scary thought right now. That's about a 75-cent pullback from that high. Now more than $1. That may be a pump and dump, so be careful here. Could be the biggest fake out of your career. You never know. Good morning, Dennis and Bo. Be careful on this stock. I think it's a pump and dump. I really do. I mean, how can you get up this high that fast and drop over $1.50? But we'll see. Good morning, Kyle. If you test this one, I suggest very small share size till we see where it's going. Good morning, Frank. If you're new here, we're watching this column for volume spikes. This is our pre-market scan. It's scanning the entire pre-market. We wait for these numbers to take off. Good morning, Scott. Looks like the volume died on this stock. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a pump. It's probably off of one of the other websites. I've been caught like that before. They all set it up. Let's buy it at open, fake them out, and when they buy, let's sell. And that looks like what they did. But I could be wrong. I could be assuming, and I shouldn't be doing that. Good job, Tamimi. There might be more to come. Maybe the other investors will find it now and think this one's moving and drive it up a little more. Definitely no volume. Very little. Good morning, Chuck. Cheaper penny stock on the move here. I caught it late. Maybe you caught it earlier than I did. I was looking down. I should have been looking up, watching the numbers. If you're new here, I'll do a walkthrough about 6:30. Right now, we're trying to make some money. We're watching this column for volume spikes. We've already had two this morning. One of them was dangerous. This one looks more stable. But it is a cheaper penny stock if you play penny stocks. This one's been creeping up in pre-market. I was watching it early this morning. It's a very low volume, but it's moving. This is that same penny stock we were on a few minutes ago. It did pop. Make sure you have this set up on your computer. Do not trade off of my screen. It is delayed. I have it set to no delay, but no delay has some delay. This morning it's about 3 seconds, running pretty good so far. Bob, I haven't checked. There should be. They should all be recorded, and as soon as I end the stream, they should be loaded. Well, a little bit better start than yesterday. This one is holding this price level. It could move again. So I had some trouble with YouTube yesterday. I couldn't pre-stage the live stream so that y'all could get in here before I went live. I stayed on support with YouTube for about 2 hours. And it appears over there the left hand don't know what the right hand's doing. Then I discovered they moved the button to do the setup to another location, didn't inform anybody. And I happened to click on a different button, and there was the button I needed to click on to pre-stage my live stream. But no one in the tech department knew that they moved it. They kept blaming it on me. You're missing something. Clear your cache. Change your browser. Maybe you need to uninstall this, uninstall that. I just gave up on them. Good morning, Who Loves Lunatic? Raphael. I mean, if you're going to move things around, let people know, especially those of us who are live streaming. Good morning, Kyle. Good morning, Jay. This is definitely a scalping market. I don't think I could trust holding on to anything for more than a couple minutes. Grab a piece of it and run. That's how they're working this morning, popping up and right back down. If you're new here, we're watching this spike column. Anytime we get a spike up or down, we click on them and check them. See if we can get an entry. Click the red ones and the green ones. The red ones could just be a small pullback before they turn around and run right back up. Starting to slow down now. At open, we had two runners. One of them scared us. Was a pump and dump, it looked like, but maybe not. It was this one. Good morning, Scott. Nice little crowd this morning. You did miss two of them already. They were right out the gate. If you're new here, I'll do a walkthrough about 6:30. Let's see if something else pops up in this column. Yeah, when they jump $2 or $3 like that, you can just about guess that one's been preloaded. Kind of like, okay, when market opens, y'all hit it hard. Let's fake them out. There are groups that do that. So this stock went from $2 all the way up to $4.73 in a matter of minutes, 2 minutes, and then dropped almost $2. Actually, it dropped more than $2. Raphael, sometimes that happens. I can assure you yours is probably a lot less than what I lost last Tuesday. I played the dip on an IPO. As soon as I bought in, it dropped $1 and halted. I was in 500 shares heavy. When it resumed trading, it dropped another 50 cents to $1. Had no choice but to cover for an $800 loss. So feel good about it. Sometimes it can be a lot worse than expected. Even professionals lose. It's part of playing the stock market. Good morning, Sicilian Coach. Eddie, I do not. If I'm in more than 2 or 3 minutes, I feel like I'm an idiot. If I play my cards right, I jump in when the volume is flashing hard, and I get out when it slows down. I'm a scalper. I go in heavy, take 10 or 20 or 30 or 50 cents, whatever I can get, and I'm immediately out. Don't even use a stop. My mouse is my stop. I don't have time to place to stop. I'm usually in, and in a few seconds, I'm out. Scalping can be very tricky. It's not something you can just jump on the stock market and have never done it before. You have to really know what you're doing, or you're going to lose a lot of money. And that's a fact. So you wait on volume spikes. And when you see one spiking and you see a crossover like this and arrows popping in, that's when you enter. And you are out when it gets up here somewhere, within a candle or two. Sometimes we make a lot of profit. Sometimes we make a little bit. If you were the lucky guy that got in on here, you could have made $1, $1.50, maybe $2 a share, and got out in a matter of minutes. I didn't play it. I picked up on it as a pump and dump. I was afraid I'd get trapped, so I didn't play it. It rose too fast. And then it bailed almost 50% of what the gain was. Best thing is come to these live streams every morning and watch what we're doing over and over and over. You'll catch on. We wait for this column to take off. We see a volume spike. We hopefully catch it down low somewhere. They take off. And we try to catch a piece of it. And quite a few of us do pretty good. Quite a few of us are learning, and they're not making a whole lot, but they're making a profit. This FNG is still gradually creeping up. It's very low volume, but it is creeping up. That's the penny stock that popped earlier. It's kind of holding flat for now. All right, since we're slow, I am Ricky Gaspard. I am a guy who trades from his home office. I've been trading since 1990. I'm also a ThinkScript coder. I write my own scripts. Almost every one of them work off of live data. This volume spike is one that I created. It monitors the volume of a stock and lets us know immediately when that stock starts moving. Once we see a volume spike over here in this column, we click on it, and over here I created a pullback strategy. It consists of the 5 and the 13 moving averages, and when you see these arrows pop in, that means the buyers are on board. And you'll get a whole line of them, just like on this column here. We check to see that we have high volume. If we don't have high volume, we don't enter. We also check that the buyers outnumber the sellers here. If the buyers were weaker than the sellers, you would see a red label here saying sellers. If this candle is growing and the buyers are coming in, you're going to see a bullish label pop in right here. We always watch our volume, make sure it's very high. So to put it simple to you, we see a volume spike. Immediately you can confirm this crossover in arrows. You look for green up here and green down there, and you make your decision to buy. I make it look simple, but it's really not. You still need to learn the stock market. You need to know price action, volume, spread. There's quite a few things to learn. I encourage you to join our YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, the link is in the chat box. I just posted it. Watch the videos, watch all of the videos, watch the old ones and the new ones. They all contain information that you need to know. Like the videos, share the videos, comment on the videos. Make YouTube buy me a cup of coffee. That's the only fee here. Everything is free. Just participate in YouTube with me. Let's build a big community. Once you've joined our YouTube channel, there's a link in the description to join our Discord, where there's over 1,000 subscribers in Discord. A lot of them are training. A lot of them are professionals. You'll learn a lot from our Discord channel. Everyone is sharing information, teaching everybody. Everybody's sharing tips, stock picks. Visit our trading floor. That's where everybody's going to start meeting. Lots of good people in that room. Gregster, River Place Dad. Everybody's in that room, hopefully this morning. Everybody's sharing information and posting some hot stocks. Over in Discord, if you're new, you'll find some green checkbox channels, and they are support, current setup, TOS scans, and TOS scripts. Start with the how-to videos. Learn how to install these scripts. It's not very hard. They're self-explanatory in the videos. Then load up current setup, which is the setup you see here on the screen. Once you get set up, loaded up, down at the bottom of the setup page, you'll see the most popular scans. Go into TOS scans and load the scans, and you'll be ready to roll. Come here each morning to these live streams at 6 a.m. till 9:30. Watch how these indicators work so you can learn. It's nothing but education. Stick with it. Stick with us. Give it time. It'll come to you. And let's make some money together. Appreciate you joining us this morning. And now we wait for more stock picks. Alex, when I'm looking at something, I'm looking at everything I can find on it as fast as I can find it. I mainly concentrate on volume. I concentrate on these two moving averages pointing north, like you see here. So once I see a spike, I immediately confirm this section right here as low as I can. If they're north and I'm getting arrows and I have volume, and the buyers are in, I'm in with them. I don't really rely on RVOL, but I do look at it, don't get me wrong. I don't really rely on news, but sometimes I check it. If the news is good, it's going to reflect in this column. These percentages are going to take off. Even if it's an earnings report, if it's good, it's going to pop up right here if they release it during pre-market. So yeah, over time, you pick up all of these things that you need to look for, that you need to figure out in a split second because you're a scalper. That does not come naturally. You have to acquire that. And it comes over time. That's the importance of studying. So now we wait, sip our coffee. The scan's going to find all of the stocks for you. If they're going to move, you're going to know first right here. No more paid subscriptions throwing you one stock at a time, and it's too late in most cases. You get to catch them at the bottom with us. But you really have to watch this column. The minute they start moving, that's when you want to start watching. Good morning, James L. You are welcome, Alex. There's going to be a lot of you here within the next 6 months. You'll be teaching as well. You'll be telling others what you've learned through your time being here. It's going to be great for everybody. We are a young channel. I think we're finally coming up to 6 months. I put out quite a few indicators in those 6 months, some really good ones. It's all about working together. I got tired of people hiding the most valuable information, charging beginners $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $7,000 to teach them their mistakes, because that's really all you're getting. They're telling you what not to do, and they learn that from failing. So you take their course, pay them their money, and you still fail because you haven't learned. You're just listening to their mistakes. Over here, you pick all that up for free. That's my goal. I want to help people, put them on their feet. We're in tough times. Everybody needs a solution. So if I can help you with these live streams and give you a few indicators and other people help me to teach, it all becomes a great blessing. We have some wonderful people on board. I mean, they will do anything for you just like I'm doing anything for you. Really appreciate people like that. I appreciate the people that come on board wanting to learn. If you like video games, this is the best video game you'll ever play. You can actually collect money for playing it. But you got to figure it out. You got to spend time with it. You need to learn. Sometimes it's a little boring. I know. I did all of the work. Your software is working for you. Your computer's working for you. You're not searching for stocks. They're going to pop up right here. So now all you have to do is wait. But boring pays really good sometimes. And yes, I do run out of words like right now. I'm starting to feel like that recording. I've said this so many times. But in reality, I'm teaching myself. It keeps my mind refreshed. When I teach you, it triggers in my mind as well. So it's good for all of us. I'll continue doing it as long as people are willing to learn. Good morning, Old Thumb. Alex, you can start trading at pre-market, providing you know what you're doing. In order to trade pre-market, you have to select the time and force over below your buy and sell buttons. Change it to EXT for extended hours. You have to be very careful. In pre-market, most stocks don't have any volume. And then all of a sudden, 1 million shares will be traded, then 2 million. Those are the ones that are popping up here, the ones who get interest from other investors or news comes out or whatever the case may be. And we play those pre-market stocks. Sometimes your day could be over before the market even opens. That's what I always try to do. I don't want to fight the crowd at 8:30, the volatility. If I can buy enough shares and we have enough stock picks in pre-market, I'm done. Good morning, Dante. Most important thing is to set this up on your own computer. Once you attend enough of these live sessions and you know what's going on, and concentrate more on your computer than me. I'm here for the education and the demo to help you know what's going on, help you to understand price movement, volatility, volume spikes. You watch enough of these live streams, it'll absorb automatically. And you start small. Just buy a few shares. Don't waste a lot of money. If you find that you're guessing, you're probably doing it wrong. You have to think about an entry, you're probably doing it wrong. It should come natural. Okay, now's the time, I'm in. Doesn't come to you overnight. You'll get it over time. Trading is not an easy course. Even I mess up still. As many years as I've been trading, I still mess up. It's part of the game. Everything can set up perfectly. You get in, it goes up 50 cents, you're all happy, and it drops $1. That can happen. It's a risk, but it's a risk worth taking in my book. I've been pretty profitable through the years. Profits way down over the last couple of years because I don't want to get into that subject, but you know where I'm going. It starts with current administration, and I'll put a period right there. It'll get better, I promise. The good Lord will step in and bless us. Everything will turn around. We'll all be happy again. Parabolic, I wouldn't have that job if it paid $1 million a month. Well, maybe I'd take it for 1 month and resign. This morning, I'm clicking on even the smallest movement. I'm trying to catch them at the bottom before the run up. The lower you can catch them, the more money you're going to make, but not really, but sometimes. Yeah, it's all about share size, Mr. Peterson. Once you start learning, if you started with 10 shares and you get comfortable, try 20 shares. Work your way up the ladder. Before you know it, you're buying 1,000 shares. But at that point, you should be playing off of your earnings, not what you deposited in your account. If you're not playing off of earnings, you haven't learned enough yet. Something is still holding you back, such as the loss I took last Tuesday. Right now, that's holding me back. However, I did everything correct. I had the crossover, I had the arrows, I had the volume. It was just an unfortunate failure. Good morning, Jimmy. I don't care how good you are, you're going to lose every now and then. Just cut it short. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Get out. Don't hold on for a recovery. Most of the time it don't happen. Just get out. Even if it looks like it's going to recover, just get out. You were wrong. It should have went up the minute you bought it. Kind of slow right now. That's okay. Go fill your coffee cup, stretch your legs, get out of that chair, walk around. We're going to have these dead spots in this market. If something takes off while you're gone, I'll scream real loud. If you're new here, I'll do another walkthrough on the half hour, which will be 7:30. Can't hang around that long. You can always go view one of the older live streams. They all have a demo. Let's take a look at the SPY and see if it's still falling. Like it rolled off a cliff. Yeah, that's not too impressive. That's the direction our market is headed currently. If you're already a subscriber, I've been merging rooms and I guess you call them channels. We've had some with 1 or 2 people, 5 or 6 people. A lot of them's going to disappear. Actually, just only one more. The scalping channel is going to be merged to the trading floor. The whole point behind it is to bring people together to share ideas, to share stock picks, discuss what's going on. If you enter the trading floor, please keep the subject on trading. It's not for discussing how indicators work. It's not for support. It's strictly trading. Let's try to keep it that way. If you just want to talk in general, there's a general chat. Head over to general chat. You can say anything you want, but keep it clean. If you have support questions, take them to support. Be patient. Sometimes we're busy. And please don't direct message me your support questions. It's not going to get you any action faster. Let's keep it real. Trading is a profession. Nice little move here. This is what we do. I was a little late on it because I was blabbing my mouth. But if you had this on your system, you would have picked up on it the moment it started moving. You can see the buyers coming in and the volume. You can see that bullish spike I was talking about here in this candle. You can see the buyers outnumber the sellers. When that happens, the price usually goes up. Yeah, I think a lot of people got in because of this volume spike. Nice little move. Good job, Kyle. Play the dips. Plan your entry. Look how north these indicators are pointing. There's those arrows. There's a pullback. I could actually mark the high, mark this low on this candle here. If it pulls back to this 602 area, there's a chance it could bounce back up to 640. That's a 40-cent gain if it cooperates. These support and resistance lines, that video will be coming out this weekend on Sunday. I did manage to get the Save Workspaces video in the how-to videos. This is where we're pulling back. This is now a support level. If it cannot get through it, that means it's support. And it may bounce back up to here. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can get a better picture. Looks like the volume is dying. So the play may not work out. There's some sellers coming in. So if this candle closes below that support level, it did break the level, but it looks like it's pulling back up. Still a chance this stock can go to here, but we need this volume to increase. I think they're going to drive it down. I don't think it's got a chance of bouncing. But I'm not the stock god. I'm not certain. That's just from what I see. And you will learn to wait a second. Do I need to get in here yet or not? Right now, it's a not. It's a good sign that it's holding this price level. Looks like they're going to drive it up now. See how the volume picked up speed. We're way over the last bar candle. We are now at a bullish spike, and we have buyers coming in. So if you did plan an entry on this stock, it would be down here at this level. Still trying to break through support. It did not hold. I probably wouldn't chance it with this many tries. It's tried several times to go up. I think my earlier assumption is that it's going to fall. It's going to be ended up being correct. Now that candle did close below support. It's probably going to pull back. Good morning, Shayo. So now this candle could come up, and this support line has now turned into a resistance line. It may come up and bump the bottom of it. It may get resisted and pull back down. So my last few words was all about price action, support and resistance lines. They all come into play when you're trading. Good morning, John. So the whole purpose of joining us, if you listen to my conversation over this price movement, the day you can say what I just said and walk yourself right through it, you'll be a better trader. Another penny stock on the move. These things pop up so fast, it's hard to catch a bottom on a cheap stock like that. It's like they don't register until the second candle, maybe. I think my volume on the pre-market scan is set at 20,000 shares. That's pretty low. I don't think I'd want to go lower than that because I don't play penny stocks, but you may want to go to 10,000 if you do. You may want to go to 5,000. It's all about strategy and your own personal setup. Fine tune it to the way you want to trade. That's very important. If you're new here, thank you for joining us. I'll do a walkthrough, a demo about 7:30. Right now we're watching stocks pop up, hoping we can make a few dollars. So we're monitoring this column, watching for percentages to change. Once they change, we click on them and see what they look like on the chart. Try to plan our entry. Try to make a few dollars. Good to see some stocks moving this morning. Yesterday was dead. We have had a few. I would like more than a few, just like you. Give me multiple choice. There's thousands of stocks out there. There's no reason not to give us 5 or 10. There's that pump and dump that hit us this morning. Back down to the bottom. Cheaper penny stock here, maybe reloading. Sometimes I look at my own performance. If I start the morning and I can't seem to get anything right, I don't trade anymore. I watch, keep watching, stop trading, look back, see what I'm doing wrong. If I can't figure it out, I don't trade. Sometimes you're going to have those days. Not enough volume for me to participate in DTOC. That would probably be more like a stock market open play. Need to see if the buyers are interested. If they're not interested, chances of you making money are slim to none. Want to join the crowd? That's what volume's all about. Where are they all buying? Where's everybody piling up and buying? You'll know right here in this column. About 15 more minutes, I'll do another walkthrough. If you're just watching, we are watching this column for volume spikes. When we see something moving, we click on them and look over here at the chart, make a few confirmations, and make our decision to buy or not to buy. Rock, there's actually 3 markets. There's a pre-market that starts at 6 a.m. Central Time. I don't know your time zone. But if you get set up properly on your computer, you can start trading at 6 a.m. in pre-market. Then you have market open, where everybody's trading. After the market closes, you have after hours trading. Of course, I never trade after hours. There's never enough volume there for me to trade it. There is at times on 1 or 2 stocks, but I usually don't trade after hours. I'm going to put in my 2 cents here, and if you didn't know there was a pre-market or an after hours, you shouldn't be trading yet. That's my 2 cents. Me, I prefer pre-market over all of it. if you're patient enough, I kind of like that there's only a few people that participate in it, but there's enough to drive a stock all the way up. A lot less volatile than market open. And the best thing, there's usually no halts in pre-market. You can take a stock to the moon if there's enough buyers. When that happens, that's when everybody says, I'm never trading market open again. They stick to pre-market. And they realize that don't happen often enough, and they start trading market open again. So when we get large enough, we'll all plan our entries together. Maybe one day we'll be big enough to move a stock, because in pre-market they don't have volume. And one starts moving, if we can add to that buying volume, it'll drive it up even higher. Not going to say that we'll move it by ourselves, because that takes a lot of buyers to do so. You got that right, Kyle. I once had a group like that. 800 people, all buying the same stock, all buying the same amount of shares. But back then, that was back in the 90s. That's pretty much how you had to trade. You had to find out what everybody was buying. We didn't have all this technology. It'll be easier to find things to buy now, but it's still just as hard to make the right decision. Eddie, you have to use the buttons that are called buy the ask and sell the bid. Those will pretty much put you in instantly. Buy the ask, sell the bid. And keep auto send checked. Because you're buying what they're asking, so they'll sell it to you immediately. Nice little bump on UPTD. And because you're selling what they want to buy it for, you can get out instantly. So buy the ask, sell the bid. I think that spread ought to be against the law. When the stock's going up, they increase the spread so they can make more money, which keeps other buyers from coming in. I guess it's their way of controlling how high the stock climbs. Then when it starts falling, they'll raise the spread because they know you're going to buy it on the drop. I think it's illegal. I really do. Already did, Kyle. It's up there in how-to videos. I did it yesterday. I'm trying to slip them videos in there. I've been pretty busy on the construction side too. If you didn't know, I own a construction company. We're currently doing a pretty good sized remodel on the drug rehabilitation center here. So I've been having to leave every morning at 10 o'clock. I have to leave again this morning at 10 o'clock. Sometimes I make it back pretty quick. Sometimes they hold me up all day. So chances are on that support and resistance video, I probably won't get to put it together until Saturday, maybe even Sunday morning after church. About 4 more minutes, I'll do a walkthrough of everything you see on your screen. I know some of you are new. Yeah, I'm actually a home builder, but I do commercial as well. "47 years I've been doing it. I'm ready to quit. But it's hard to quit good money. And I really don't work. I go collect checks, write contracts, and the workers do the work, so why would I quit? And I come back to my office and I sit here and trade with you guys. Kyle, I'm working on retiring. I'm tired of working. I do not do government contracts. I don't like getting paid net 30, net 45, net 60. That's not how I work. So I don't work them. Also don't like bidding against 30 other contractors. It's been a real good life. I've enjoyed every minute of it. I'm starting to enjoy it every minute more now since I'm trying to get out of it. I want to spend my remaining years traveling. That's my goal. If I don't hurry up and do something, my remaining years are disappearing. Good morning, Steve 66. Good morning, Spy. At least we have movement this morning. I mean, it's been pretty busy since 6 o'clock in the column list. I'm impressed. I haven't seen this much activity in weeks. Kyle, I guess that means if I ever make it to Costa Rica, I have a place to stay. $1.70 stock on the move here. Or was on the move. Hope nobody bought into that disaster. Take a look at the SPY, see where we're headed, if we're still headed down. Looks like we had an anticipation bounce there. Definitely headed down. All right, let's get that walkthrough done. I am Ricky Gaspard. I am a guy who trades from his home office. I've been trading since 1990. I'm also a ThinkScript coder. I write my own scripts. This is one of the scripts that has perked a lot of interest in a lot of traders. It's called the volume spike indicator. This is our pre-market scan. You set up our pre-market scan, load this volume spike to it, and it'll let you know the moment the stock starts moving. Once we see a stock moving, we concentrate on the chart and we look for a moving average crossover. This is the 5 and the 13. We look for these spike arrows to start popping in. We look for the buyers to outnumber the sellers, and we look for this candle that it's bullish. That's what this label is monitoring this candle. We check the volume, make sure we have a lot of volume because we're scalpers. We want to slip in and slip out unnoticed. Take our profit and run. That's how we do it. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I'm putting the link in the chat room right now. Subscribe to our YouTube, like the videos, share the videos, watch the videos. Leave me a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Let's make YouTube wake up and let them know we're doing something good here. I'm trying to keep everything free, and it's working out pretty good. I don't mind giving it away. Just want to collect a few dollars off of YouTube, and they don't pay very much. But if it pays for my time, I'm good. Watch all of the videos on YouTube. Watch them over and over and over again until you're sick of watching them. They all contain valuable information. Some of them are older, some of them are new, but they all have something you should know. Once you subscribe to YouTube, join our Discord channel. Our Discord channel has over 1,000 investors. There's the link to that. A lot of professionals sharing information, all for free. You want to learn with us? Come and join us. Join our Discord. You can get set up like this on our Discord. Watch the how-to videos. Go to current setup. It'll help you set up this system you're watching on the screen. Once you get set up, down at the bottom of the setup channel, there's a list of scans. Load the most popular scans. One of them will be this PreMarket. Join us every morning, 6 a.m. to 9:30. Watch these demos. Watch the stocks pop on your screen. Learn how to get an entry and an exit. Learn price action, moving averages, support and resistance levels, and percent gain or percent loss in this column. Once you get it all under your belt, you become a better trader. Never trade off of my screen. It is delayed. It could cost you some big money if you try to do that. It's set up on your own computer, so everything is live for you. Once you learn, try in small share size. Don't gamble. Try 10 shares. Try 5 shares. You get better, increase your share size. When you increase your share size, you increase your profits, but don't just jump in there full blown ahead. It could cost you money. I appreciate you joining us this morning. We'd love to have you on board. And thank you for joining us this morning. So if you're already set up, you should, and you know what you're doing, you should have me playing in the background and watching this column so you can make some money. If you're watching my screen, you're going to miss them just like I do because I have to talk too much. And my eyes are on multiple monitors. And it never fails when I look left, something's happening on the right. So don't be like me. Concentrate on your machine. Watch for the least amount of movement. Check it out. Make some money. Coming up on that 8 o'clock hour. Little penny stock trying to make it to a grown-up adult. Taking its baby steps. Nothing happening at the moment. Go get some coffee, stretch your legs, get out of that chair, move around. Unless you're watching this penny stock grow up, maybe you'll make some money with it. That's probably one on Gregster's list. He's good about finding those. You'll find him over on the trading floor. Good job, Gregster. I have extrasensory perception. Don't you know that, Greg? I'm a mind reader. I can see through the computer screen. Really, I can't, but I get these subliminal messages. At least I think I do. I'm kind of curious to how this trading floor is going to work out this morning. Hope everybody can maintain it. Don't let it get out of hand. But of course, as soon as I get done with this live stream, I'll be leaving. Somebody's got to hold the fort down for me. Watch the support for me if you can. Man, I'm just happy to see stocks in the column and not blank lines up here. More activity today than we have had in a couple of weeks. Maybe market open will be just as good. I guess we'll have to wait and see. So it's all about pullbacks. Remember those words. You don't want to chase a green candle like these big tall ones. You want to wait for it to take off, and then you're going to have this feeling I'm missing it, and you're really not. You want to plan your entry on the pullback. So the stock takes off, the indicators point north, the arrows pop in. You wait for the pullback, and that's when you enter. Then you let it take off, and you're not so much worried about the next pullback. This is where you would add more shares if it's working out in your favor. Then it runs up again. By then, you should be comfortable with your earnings, and you pull out. Or you may pull out here if you had enough shares holding. Just don't chase the big green ones. Wait for the reds. I know it sounds kind of backwards, but it's not. Long as these indicators are pointing north and these arrows are coming in, your chances of winning are increased. Especially if you have bullish up here and buyers down here and the volume's moving. You're still going to have these profit takers. They're going to take profit on every bump. And when they take profit, you enter. Not 100% guaranteed. Nothing is in the stock market. But I found that to be the most profitable way to trade. And it's called a pullback. And you can probably search that on YouTube, and I bet you find thousands of videos on pullbacks. Because many people trade that way. So back to my conversation, just so this is clear, you would not try a pullback after a run up. I want to put emphasis on that. You want to play the pullbacks as the stock is taking off. These are not pullbacks. These are the pullbacks. If you're late, if you've already had a couple of pullbacks, you're probably late. Your risk gets higher.
You know, Ricky, the way you explain things, man, it helps me out a whole lot. I struggled for a long time on trying to play those pullbacks, and now that I can look in the past at the past trades I've made, I noticed a lot of those trades that I tried to make were always at the it seemed like a lot of them were always at the end of that run up. And in my mind, I was always struggling, thinking, man, how come them pullbacks don't ever work? But then what you're saying now, if you can catch them right whenever that price starts to take off, that's going to be the higher probability that the pullbacks will make some good trades.
I'm glad I could help you out. That's the whole goal. Turn everybody around, get them thinking in the right direction.
Oh, yeah.
And I appreciate your comment.
Yes, sir.
That's the kind of news I like to hear. It brings joy to my heart. Help out a brother, help out a sister. We're all family. So why not? And one day, the guy that just chimed in, he will be teaching somebody else his mistakes. Don't do this. This is what you need to do. You all become teachers, whether you like it or not. Once you learn it and you're profitable, you're going to want to tell somebody. And that's where this big community comes in we're building. You can help a lot of people over here. Learn it. Become an educator. Everybody wins. Another penny stock making a move here. I saw it clicking, but I was more concentrating on the comment. And that's okay. I like good news. Getting close to that 8 o'clock hour. If you're not familiar with 8 o'clock, normally people will start selling off, taking their profits before market open. The reason they do that is because when market opens, if it gaps down, they could lose those profits they acquired in pre-market. So you may see some red start popping in here shortly, maybe 8:10, 8:15. About 8:05, I'm going to take a 5-minute break. I'm going to stretch my legs, get me some coffee, stare out the window at something far away because I know I got to come back and stare at something close. Give this old body a rest for 10 minutes and I come back and we'll set up on market open. Could you mute your mic for me, please? Can you mute your mic for me, please? Parabolic, can you get that one for me? Hate to do that to people, but hey, if you can hear me and you're speaking Spanish, if you're speaking Spanish, please mute your mic or turn your computer down or whatever you can do. You are bleeding over on my live stream. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Testing, see if this tablet is working. Anybody hear me?
I can. Can you please mute your mic for me? I'm in a live stream. You're bleeding over on my channel. Thank you very much. I need to find that mute all button. I have never found it. I know it's there somewhere. And I'm not mad, so don't take this the wrong way. I know every one of you want to talk, you want to explore, you want to learn the system. I'm good with that. Sometimes this happens. We'll correct it as we go. I think if you click on one of the other voice channels, you can probably talk to somebody else without interfering on this channel. But when you're clicked on this live stream and you turn your mic on, everybody hears you. Okay, we're at the silent hour, so I'm going to go take my 10-minute break here. I'll be back about 8:15 and we'll get set up for market open. See you soon. All right, I am back. At 8:25, we will change over to market open. Good morning, Paul. We are in the dead zone currently, waiting for market open. If anything starts being pumped up before market open, it will be in this column. Not seeing anything at the moment. Good morning, Kelly. Going to be hard to find some longs on the scalping channel. Good morning, Santiago. There may be some on Discord, though. We had a few plays this morning. They were bright and early, 6 a.m., 6:15. Looks like Mara's getting down into the buying zone. Right in this area is where I like to catch it. That's about where it is. I hope so. That's a daily chart there, so I'm looking at it on a daily. That's a 15-minute chart. It's been falling in pre-market. Probably one to watch, most definitely. That's the area I like to catch it in. I think I would watch it until we see some great volume come in. I don't think I would play low volume on it. It may just have a slight bounce and pull back down. Depends on how the market opens, really. All right, let's get ready for market open. We're going to change this scan here to the all stocks scan. I'm going to leave it sorted by volume spike. Occasionally, you'll see me flip it over to mark percent change. I may even click on RVol and volume. I'll be searching is what I'll be doing, looking for a possible play. This column's going to get very volatile. Be careful at market open. Choose wisely. I never play the first candles on open. I don't want to get stung again. There are some professional traders that do play the pop-up at open, and I wish them all the best. That's something you have to have a magic touch for. I like waiting on the market to calm down and playing the survivors. But sometimes I don't even do that. Sometimes if something looks good, I give it a shot. But I always wait on these indicators to point north and see them green arrows popping in. See that bullish indicator and those buyers. If it all lines up, I may try it. On your volume spike, right-click on it, edit formula, move it back to 100 or 200 or 300, whatever you prefer. These are percentages. The 100 is 1%, 200 is 2%, 300 would be 3%. So if you don't want to see any stocks in this column unless they hit 3%, then you would put this on 300. Me, for demonstration purposes, I like to leave it on 100. And click apply and OK. You'll see it refresh and everything below 1% has disappeared. I'm going to leave the high of day scan here. I'm going to change this one over. Let's see what I'm going to put here. Let's try the ATR. So these are going to be stocks that move at least $1 up or down during the day, $1 plus. They may be slow to do so. It's not a market open, hey, it's going to jump $1. That's not what I mean. Just means throughout the day, this stock normally swings within $1. About 2.5 minutes to go. Be careful at market open. Watch for pullbacks. That's the safest way to play it. Don't try to chase a candle. That's where you mess up and lose money. Or maybe you're good and you get a lot of profit. But if you're a beginner, don't even chance it. I'll keep my eyes on the screen. If I go silent, that means I'm in a trade. You may not hear me. I may not be moving the mouse. About a minute to go. Looks like Mara wants to move already. But take note, it's only moving a couple of pennies between the price numbers. Really need that to change to nickels or dimes or quarters. Don't want to spend a whole lot of money to gain a nickel way up here. Good luck. That's not what I want to see for number one, is the VIX. If it's going to go up, that means the SPY is going to go down. I kind of knew Mara was going to go up that nickel or 6 cents, whatever it was. Still looking at $9, $9.02, $9.05. No big money there yet. Probably let it calm down. See if the buyers continue to come in. I'll wait on a pullback and give it a try. But only if these numbers change. I'll keep it on my other screen while I click around. Right now I'm sorted by relative volume from highest to lowest. Not seeing any increases here. Looks like that one is halted. I think that's the one we thought was a pump and dump this morning. Yes, it is. Might be one to watch. SGBXV. AMC. Looks like the VIX is rising. That means the SPY is falling. You'll see these waves come in and out. That's the volatility of the open. Quite a few stocks pulling back. Intel up a little bit. Let's go check on the stock that's in a halt. Well, if I can find it. Why did it disappear? It shouldn't have disappeared. Right there. See what happens when the halt's over. Just keep in mind the next halt's probably only going to be about 15 cents. If it moves higher than that, it's going to halt again. See you later, Mr. Peterson. Rick Shelton, I'll upload it later today. I've been digging out skeletons in my closet. As I find them, I'll post them. Looks like the market's turning pretty red. Waiting for a resumption here. If it takes too long, we'll just let her go. Market's calming down a lot. You should be set up and watching this column. Make sure on all of your scans you only have them set to the price range you can afford to trade. You can cut down on some of this mess that's happening right now. That stock just gapped up at resumption, and it's probably going right back into a halt. And yes, it did. So if y'all want to watch it, you can. I don't chase them like that. That would have been very risky play to enter. Looking at the watch list, and Mara's not doing much. Little gap up at open, pulling back again. Let's take a look at the SPY, see what the SPY is doing. It all means that the market may move in a certain direction. It is bouncing on the 1 minute. Hopefully it don't turn around and pull back even harder. And it looks like that's what it's going to do. UEC only moving pennies. Always look at this column. Is it worth the investment? To me, pennies are not. Pulling back with the SPY. Going to be hard to find something today. At least in the morning hour. Pretty devastating pullback for this morning. Looks like all of the plays were in pre-market. The VIX is leading the pack as far as percent gainers. Now that would be in my price range, not overall market. I think I'm set between $1 and $50. You can see the pullbacks. This stock took off. There was the pullback. Had you got in here, it pulled up again. You'd be about break even here on the second pullback, and then I would be getting out about here. Of course, it's easy to say that if it's already happened. I'm just giving you the instruction, what you should look for. Everything seems to be low volume this morning. Good job, two stray dogs. Yeah, I know the feeling. If you're on Discord, join our trading floor this morning. Lots of stocks being posted. More people than just me looking for something to buy. You have multiple eyes on the market in that room. But I'm going to guess they're struggling just like me out here on the live stream looking for that one stock that may give us some money. Everything appears to be low volume. People sitting on their hands. So in our winners and losses, if you made a profit, I don't care if it's 50 cents. Take a screenshot, put it in there. Let others know that this is possible by you posting your results. You help us to get that out there. You can post winners or losers. We all lose sometimes. Good job, Bob Smith. Pick in the slim this morning. Be careful. See you later, Steve. I appreciate you joining us. Probably best to sit on your hands and wait till something good comes along, if it ever does. Not worth tying up a bunch of money for a nickel. This will probably be the multiple halt of the day stock. Still like Mara at this level. We just need the market to turn around so it can gain some strength. Give us $1 or two. So I'm watching 4 scans. There's nothing on all 4 scans. Nothing worth buying. Actually, I'm watching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scans. You are welcome, Kelly. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we're in that maybe one day mode. Hopefully we'll get out of it soon. Have a blessed day, two stray dogs. We have a few crawlers popping up in the high of day. Let's see what slow crawlers looks like. Maybe there's something over there. There's GPS. SWIN. NEPT. What a rough ride. IoT. And the VIX is even in our slow crawlers. The VIX is all over the board. That must mean a red day. Thank you, Alfredo. You have a blessed one. Good morning, MB. Yeah, Mara's been holding that level. Not really breaking out. I think the market's holding it back. It may run up to here or here. And then pull back again. I want to hear you're making dollars, not pennies. Of course, if you're making pennies today, you've made more than I have because I haven't even bought anything. Haven't seen anything worth trying. Slow crawler always seems to have some slow crawling stocks that look good. Always. Some of them are a little volatile, but at least they're going up. Even Mara's in the slow crawlers list. I'll take a look at PLTR. I've played it before. Paul, they are not. I've got a video coming out on it on Sunday. I just been too tied up to put it out. I didn't buy any Mara because I want to hit it with a few thousand shares. And I don't want to do it in a weak market. I want to make a month's pay in 30 seconds. I tried to write a script on support and resistance, but it's kind of hard to get it to function properly because I like more than one candle bouncing off of a support or resistance line. So I have to tell it to look back to see if there's more than one instance. But sometimes the second instance is so far back, it's not really a good signal when it plots the line. So I kind of gave up on the automation, and I can't find one anywhere anyway. So I guess they're having issues with it as well. I've tried several other scripts to auto plot support and resistance. None of them are really that accurate. It's easy to find the highs and the lows, but to try to make the software pick up a little hump somewhere back there, and then to go look back on each little rise or fall, starts getting pretty difficult to code. Thank you, MB. MB, I don't do a lot of trading, but when I trade, I trade. My minimum purchase is 1,000 shares. Had to work my way up there, and I don't really take that trade unless I'm at least 99% certain. So I have to have the perfect setup before I throw that much money at something. Haven't had any for a few weeks, but I can make up for that non-trading very quickly when one of them does occur. And I don't want to be bragging, but I'll tell you one of my good ones that I did about 6 months ago. And I was able to pull off about $7,500 in 15 seconds. They don't happen very often, but when they do, I'm on them. But the majority's around $1,000, $2,000. Except for last Tuesday, I went negative 800. I got stuck in a halt that was pulling back. I bought the dip. It did not work out. Sometimes that happens. I'll recover it. Not the first time I lost that amount of money. Won't be the last either. Thank you, Kelly. You just have to start small. I started small. I started with 5 shares when I was learning back in the 90s, 10 shares. Year later, I found myself buying 200-300 shares. And it just went up from there. My whole thought and my plan when I first started trading was to get a profit slowly. Once I'm playing on profit, I'm not really losing my money, I'm losing their money. And through the years, I've built that account up pretty big. So now when I trade, I'm trading off a profit, not off my initial investment. I'll be honest, I haven't made a whole bunch the last couple of years because of what's going on. It's hard. It's hard times right now. That's why you hear me say this morning, I haven't made a trade. I'm waiting on perfection. I need that one good setup. And I'll sell the farm and buy it. You got that right, MB. Even back then, I had to call the broker just to make a trade sometimes. But in all honesty, I'm not here to teach you how to throw all your money at one stock. I'm here to teach you how to start small and don't take chances. And don't be like me. You have to turn into that person. Can't create it, comes with experience. It comes with wins and losses. You're welcome, Kelly. How's Mara doing? Is it still stuck at the bottom? Well, it looks like we got a little profit out of it. Still going. Was a good call this morning. I said that was a good area. And I'll be sorry later today when I look back at it and it gained $1. There'll be buyers come into this stock like you've never seen before when it's a good day. Today it's just kind of creeping. I've seen this thing shoot to the moon in one candle. several times through the years. Just by reading this one candle, you can see it was up here green and the sellers came in and drove it back down. These candle wicks on the top are sellers, if you didn't know that. We like the candle wicks on the bottom. What I really like is no wick on the bottom and the next candle gapping up higher than the one that closed before it. Just like these, this one opened higher than that one, this one opened higher than that one, this one opened a little lower, but it went. You can watch them stack up. When they stack up like this, it's usually a pretty good run. When they start overlapping, that's when you run into resistance. So Mara's up about, what, 30 cents? Let's just say you got in about here, 8.85 or so. Yeah, about 30 cents. $2,000 shares, that's $600. If it's your first time here, this stream starts at 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's when my pre-market opens. Join us every morning, 5 days a week when the market's open. Come in here and watch what we do. Watch these demonstrations. You found us through our YouTube channel. Make sure that you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, I'll post the link down below in the chat box. Please do. Everything is free. Watch all of the videos. Watch them over and over and over until you're sick of them. You do that for a reason. It's like going to see the same movie twice. You pick up more stuff each time you see it. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comment on the videos. Let me know how I'm doing. Join our Discord after you've been through the YouTube. Over on Discord, we have over 1,000 investors. A lot of professionals over there sharing their knowledge. All you have to do is join them. Go hit the trading floor. Lots of stocks being posted. There's more eyes than just yours on the market in that room. It's very important that you attend. It helps you so you don't have to do so much searching. We're growing fairly rapidly. Lots of information once you get to Discord. If you want to get set up like this, head over to the how-to videos, learn how to install the scripts and the scans, and head over to current setup where you'll find the files that you need for this setup. At the bottom of current setup are the most recent scans that we're using. Then head over to TOS scans and load them. And you'll be ready to go for these pre-market tutorials. Other than that, we have a slow day. Pickings were slim. We did have some runners this morning. We did have Mara. Good for about 15 cents. Maybe 30 if you got in early enough. I appreciate you joining us this morning. Hope to see you again tomorrow. And since nothing's happening, I'm going to end this stream. I've got another job I've got to go take care of. I will continue tomorrow at 6 a.m. Good luck with your trading day, and as always, God bless. And you're welcome to every one of you. I've got to get out of here.